My name is Terry McKinney. I have been with Softdocs for 9.5 years.
My name's Alan Atkins. I'm the director of IT at Softdocs. I've been with the company coming up on 23 years.
My name is Cameron Armistead. I'm a cloud and information security manager here at Softdocs.
Stephen Louder, been with Softdocs for coming up on 5 years.
Softdocs is a content management and forms and workflow solution. We aim to digitize paper processes for our clients.
Our primary customers are higher education institutions, K through 12, some state and local government utilities. We have over 1,000 customers. We perform annual penetration third-party testing. So that's part of our SOC 2 compliance. We have had such an excellent experience with BreachLock.
What specifically triggered our need for a pen test was compliance expectations, always a proactive approach, validating our security and identifying vulnerabilities as a platform and our infrastructure. We wanted a service that was more flexible and ongoing, not just a one-time assessment. A lot of the pen testing we had in the past was the one time. It was getting very stale, and they were validating our security measures, but they weren't showing us the underlying vulnerabilities. So we love to validate our security measures, but part of the process of an external pen test or having third party do it is to really dig under the hood, and we just weren't getting that. That's why we're with BreachLock.
We had people who were giving us pen tests, but then weren't getting results. And we were finding our own results. We wanted to actually have somebody who provided us value, vulnerabilities that we could act on and remediate and fix. We don't want just a checkbox for compliance. We want to actually create a secure product.
We do have security tools in place today that I can tell you confidently you should be able to get past. Theoretically, I should be getting a call at some point saying I can't get to that endpoint, or I should be getting an alert from my security software. And so the funny part is, going back with BreachLock, they're clearly communicating, okay, we've confirmed we can't get to X, Y, or Z. Can you now open that defense layer, and let's go ahead and go to the next layer.
Also with BreachLock, the scoping was phenomenal, above and beyond other pen testers, because BreachLock would take the time and make sure the scoping is right. You're not beholden to a 2-week time period. You got to get everything in, and you got to get the test done, because and then 2 weeks later, they're going to give you a report. That doesn't happen with BreachLock. It's a partnership.
They were scoping out our application in a way that actually they cared. They were deep diving into our application and making sure that they were going to hit everything that mattered in a way that would produce results. But the selling point, I think one of the biggest selling points we're able to justify the cost was that our application security tooling, we were using OWASP Zap and Burp Suite and things like that, which are fiddly and hard to configure. You got to get them working in your pipeline, and then it can throw out a report that's hard to read. Then you have to take that report that's hard to read and find some way to digest it and give it to developers, whatever else. BreachLock allows us to just schedule a scan. It outputs easy to read vulnerabilities that can also then be easily sent to our task management software that our developers can then act on. And we're not a big shop, so this allows us to have enterprise level security and be able to act on it without having a gigantic team that has to be configuring it and managing it all the time.
It was kind of like all right, here we go. We'll go in with the vendor here. And then we're like, wait, we get that with this vendor too?
There's no other product out there that you can run manually yourself that gives you easily readable vulnerabilities that on a vast level. I don't have to train devs how to read the results from BreachLock. BreachLock comes in, they can see what the problem is, they can click on stuff and get the severity, they can get a detailed explanation of why it's a vulnerability, which allows them to also identify those false positives quickly and just move on. Sped up the entire process for everything that we have to do on a software development lifecycle for our pen testing needs.
The results were clear, actionable. BreachLock team was responsive, easy to work with, and we're conversing through our own Teams channel. We didn't have to go to another platform. The reporting helps us to understand the findings easier. We're able to validate why we have certain things, and then from the tools and the reporting, we're able to push remediation.
We were also able to advocate internally for security fixes that previously may not have been a high concern for some of our leadership teams, but with BreachLock, we had enough ammunition to advocate for change that otherwise would have taken a really slow time to complete. The security posture we think we have, I feel confident that we have it. And we also have good working ideas of how we can fix other things they did identify. We all have our own selfish motivations of why we want certain things or certain parts of this, and we all agree that BreachLock is just a great product for us, and I feel like it's very hard to do.
It's definitely faster, flexible, easier to scale over traditional one-time pen testing, so it gives us more flexibility and collaboration and scheduling as well. We're doing monthly meetings with BreachLock now. That's something that's never happened with a one-time pen test. So pen testing as a service is the way to go.
The pen testing that you're paying for will ensure that the products that you believe that you have and they're doing X thing, they're actually doing it.
The depth that BreachLock went was above and beyond our expectations, and we truly appreciate that.